How much darkness can a powerful man stand next to before silence becomes a decision? Because that may be the real question in the Epstein story. Not only what Jeffrey Epstein did, but why so many men with status, wealth, and influence appeared to keep their distance from the truth until the cost of ignoring it became too high. By the end of this video, you will understand why looking away is not always passive. Sometimes it is social instinct, sometimes it is self-protection, and sometimes it is how power survives itself. What this video is really about. This video is not about proving what every individual knew. It is about the pattern. Why do powerful men so often hesitate to confront other powerful men, even when the warning signs are serious, public, and morally impossible to ignore? Because in cases like this, silence is not just personal weakness. It can be structural. It can come from shared class interests, reputational fear, and mutual dependence. This is what the Epstein case exposes. Not just one man's crimes, but the behavior of the men around him, and what that behavior may reveal about elite loyalty. Layer 1. The surface story. On the surface, the pattern looks familiar. A wealthy, connected man moves through elite circles. He is welcomed into rooms most people will never enter. He builds relationships that make him appear legitimate, even impressive. As allegations and reports grow, the public story begins to shift. Some people distance themselves. Some deny closeness. Some claim they knew little. Some say they were misled. In many cases, that may be true. Public association is not proof of criminal knowledge. But the wider pattern still demands attention. Because when serious concerns surround a man for years and yet he remains socially viable, it becomes a question about the environment that kept him viable. Layer 2. What sits underneath. This is where the story sharpens. Powerful men often do not look away because they know everything. They look away because they know enough to feel discomfort, but not enough to risk the consequences of acting. Speaking up can cost access. It can damage networks. It can create enemies. So what happens instead? Distance without exposure. Concern without confrontation. Private unease without public action. That is how rot survives in respectable spaces. Looking away is often treated like absence. But in elite systems, looking away can be a form of participation. It keeps the room stable. It protects the hierarchy. It delays the moment of choice. Layer 3. The darker meaning. So what does this reveal beyond Epstein? It reveals that elite culture may have its own version of silence. Not the silence of ignorance. The silence of mutual protection. The silence that grows when men with status understand that exposing one dangerous man may also expose the weakness of the whole environment around him. Who vouched for him? Who kept inviting him? Who decided that discomfort was easier to live with than disruption? The darker meaning is that respectable systems can absorb danger if the person is connected enough. Verdict. The clearest conclusion is this. Powerful men kept looking away because elite systems often reward caution, self-protection, and silence more than moral courage. When serious warning signs surround a man for years and he remains socially protected, the silence around him is part of the story. Sometimes it is fear. Sometimes it is convenience. Sometimes it is loyalty. How many public scandals are really private systems finally failing in public? Subscribe to the Unveiled Darkness. The next video takes this further. When respectability hides rot. Watch it now.